In this video, I want to talk about the top 16 jobs that you can get moving into 2023 that require no college degree, no experience, and you can make anywhere from $47,000 per year to around $213,000 per year. And the best thing about these jobs is they're entry-level jobs. If training is actually required, they'll pay you to train you on the job, and then you can go out there and make some money. Now, before I get into this video here, the average salary, or not average, the median salary in America right now is around $33,133. And we don't want to look at the average salary because I think 80% of the population makes like 33,000 and then 20% makes like 150,000 plus. So if you look at the average salary, it's going to be a lot higher. It's going to be more like $60,000 per person, because a small percentage of the population making significantly more can just throw off the number. So we're looking at the median income, and this is median income per person, not per household. So the average household is gonna have like an income of $60,000+ or $66,000+ per year, but $31,133 is the median income per person in the US today. Now, these jobs are going to be beginner friendly, easy jobs that you can get in. If you guys want to know where I'm getting this info from, I'm getting it from Indeed, the popular job search engine. So you can go there and research this stuff for yourself, get some more details if you're interested in any of these jobs that I'm talking about. But just before I dive into all that info, if you are new to the channel, if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Eann. On this channel, I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts, credit cards, just everything personal finance related. So if you like videos like these, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe with the notifications on. That way you never miss the updates of when I post new videos. And if you guys want to keep up with me on social media or talk to me one-on-one, you can find me on Instagram. The link is down below in the description. You can also message me. I respond to all DMs. You can find me there. But with that said, let's jump into the top 16 jobs moving into 2023 that can make you up to $200,000 and more per year. Now, the first job on the list here is going to be the word processor, and the average national salary here is $47,119 per year. And you may be saying, Eann, what does a word processor do? Because is this something like where you just make documents in Microsoft Word? If that's what you're thinking, then yes, you are correct. Word processors, they're professionals that type, edit, and just make materials for their customers. I'm thinking that you can do this on your own, like with a business, and have like several different clients and do documents for them, or you can work in a company. But some additional responsibilities of a word processor is doing administrative tasks like filing, answering phones, taking notes, I guess, during meetings and presentations. So basically, it's like a hybrid of word processing and also a personal assistant's job. But if you look up personal assistant on Indeed, there are going to be a lot of people searching for that job because that one is popular. So if you type in word processor, then maybe it will bring up this niche of jobs that not a lot of people are looking at. And you probably have the same type of work to do here, but you have a smaller pool of people applying for these jobs, so you'll have a much better chance of getting accepted here. And again, they make $47,000 per year, so this is a relatively good income. Now, number 2 on the list is going to be the notary public, and the national average salary here is $47,835 per year. And notary publics, this is kind of self-explanatory, but if you don't know, they are professionals who validate that legal documents are valid, right? So if you want to do business with like the government or your local city or some organization, they may require copies of certain documents, and usually they'll require notarized copies. And basically the notary public is going to review your documents and other info to validate that your documents are actually authentic, because right now anyone can just use Photoshop, slap some numbers on a page, slap some names, addresses, and just create fake documents. So this is the job of a notary public, and there are actually people that do this part-time as well. So this is something that you can look into if you want part-time income or if you want full-time income. Now, number 3 on the list is going to be a purchasing agent, and the national average salary here is $49,376 per year. And purchasing agents or buyers, they help to organize or evaluate suppliers and products that may be needed for a business. So this is like researching the suppliers, finding out who has the products that the business needs or the services that the business needs, and also the prices and also the credit terms, and see who's a better supplier for the business that they work for. So this is what the purchasing agent does. And this profession is common in like retail, as they'll also schedule orders, review payments, and verify delivery. So this is something that you can get into, pays almost $50,000 per year, and there's no barrier to entry, no degree required, so you can get in quite easily. Now, number 4 on the list is a groundskeeper. Now, these are jobs that people look down on, and surprisingly, this list has a few jobs that people would look down on, but they actually make more money than some of the other jobs that people might look up to. So for example, the groundskeeper, national average salary is $50,475 per year. And if you're a single person and you're making $50,000 per year, I think that's a relatively good enough income for you to live an okay to good life, if of course you're managing your personal finances very well. Now, the groundkeepers, the work here should be self-explanatory, but if you just don't know, they take care and they maintain the health, appearance, and style of buildings. And to do this, they may be, mowing lawns, doing like gardening, planting flowers, fertilizing. They also do like basic maintenance work, but these are blue collar workers that make $50,000 per year, and there's no college degree required, and you don't need a ton of experience to get in here. Now, number 5 on the list is the accounting clerk, and surprisingly, the accounting clerk only makes $1,000 more than the groundskeeper. So think about that, right? So the national average salary here is $51,352 per year, and the primary duties of an accounting clerk is that they work in offices, they provide administrative and accounting support for the organization, they maintain the financial records, they update them as changes occur, they reconciliate payments, and they may also do like basic audits and accounting audits, or keep accounting records rather. Now, the 6th job here is a librarian, and librarians on average make around $52,591 per year. And the primary duties of a librarian should be self-explanatory, and maybe not because it's 2022, 2023. Maybe there's some people who've never been to a library before. When I was in high school, I had to go to the library all the time. I didn't really care for it. It's something that they forced us to do. So I would go there and get the books. I didn't actually read them. I just went there to say I went to the library to get these books. But librarians, they oversee the books and other media in the library, right? They organize the catalogs, make sure everything is organized and well. And for this, they get paid $52,000 per year. Now, number 7 on the list is the appraiser. The national average salary here is $54,358 per year. Now, the primary duties here is they evaluate the overall value of properties and objects. So this could be like real estate, cars, jewelry, and just about any asset that you have. So for example, you're going to buy a house, you want to get it appraised. You get an appraiser. He comes out, he looks at the house, all the furnishings, all the details, the building, the structure, and he'll tell you that, okay, this house is appraised at $350,000 versus this other house that you like that's appraised at $250,000. And this helps you to not get ripped off, because if somebody's selling a house for $500,000 and the appraiser says it's worth $350,000, then you know that that house is overvalued. So this job is a very important one. And again, you don't need a college degree here, and you don't need tons of experience, and you can make almost $55,000 per year. Now, the next job here is another job that people will look down on, and this is going to be the garbage truck driver. Now, the national average salary here is $55,318 per year, and this may also be self-explanatory, but if you don't know, I'll go ahead and tell you. They drive the trucks that pick up the trash on the curb, right? And I think this is actually a really clean job, because I've never seen garbage truck drivers actually getting out of the vehicle and touching garbage. They usually just pull up. They have like this automated thing that pops out, grabs the trash can, dunks it into the back of the truck, and then they keep it moving. And even the garbage trucks that come to pick up like trees, brushes, and other stuff on the curb, usually it's not the truck driver getting out and touching stuff. It's usually somebody else. So I think a garbage truck driver is a decent enough, clean enough job. And surprisingly, it makes more money than a lot of the office jobs on this list. You make like almost $56,000 per year. So this is something else that you can look into if you want an entry-level job where you can make a decent income, doesn't require a college degree, is a simple job once you learn what to do, and you also don't need a ton of experience to get in. Now, number 9 on the list is going to be the massage therapist, and this one makes on average $58,944 per year. Now, I can say that this job, or I think that this job is going to be very hard because you're working with your hands all day. And imagine being a massage therapist and you have a client every single hour, right? And you have like 10-hour-long days. Your hands are going to be like torn up. You're probably going to need a massage after giving all these people massages, right? But this job doesn't require a college degree and you don't need a ton of experience. Now, if you don't know what they do, I'll go ahead and tell you they often discuss potential discomfort or other symptoms with their clients and cater to a massage that will improve their well-being, and they perform different massages based on the client's needs, right? So whatever you need, they'll do it for you. Now, number 10 on the list is the claims adjuster, and the national average salary here is $59,188 per year. And claim adjusters are insurance professionals who evaluate submitted claims. So like if there was a tornado or a flood or something bad happened and it destroyed your home or destroyed a part of your home, then these claims adjusters, they'll come out, they'll look at the damage, they'll assess it, they'll generate a report. And this basically tells the insurance company what the cost is to repair the damage. So this job is also, I think, fairly easy. You don't need a college degree, you don't need tons of experience, and you can make a decent income here. Now, number 11 on the list is the customer service representative. And usually when you think about a customer service representative, you think about somebody that's making what, $12 per hour? But surprisingly, the national average here is $59,498 per year. And customer service representatives, they work in many different industries. They go from answering customer inquiries to processing returns and taking orders and just doing a bunch of stuff. And I actually found out that depending on where you work determines how much you make here, because I went on Indeed and I saw customer service agent jobs that paid like $85,000 to $90,000. So if you get in this job and you work for a couple of years and you do get some experience, you can actually jump ship and go to a different company, use the skills that you learned in an entry-level job to generate yourself a $90,000 income in a year from what I would consider to be an easy job. I'm sure it's stressful sometimes, but relatively easy because you don't need a ton of experience and you also don't need a bunch of degrees or college education, right? Now, number 12 on the list is going to be your chauffeur, and they make on average, national average salary is $68,510 per year. This is a very good income. They're driving professionals who transport people from one location to another. This one is probably self-explanatory. They work in many different industries like hospitality, to just transport. They may load and unload bags and stuff like that. And also they give good customer service, you know, open doors and do stuff like that. Make sure your clients feel happy and satisfied with the service that you do. And my friend actually has a brother that does something like this. He owns a non-emergency medical transportation service, which basically people that can't walk or, you know, operate a motor vehicle by themselves, they'll pay him to go to their houses, pick them up, load them into the car, load in all their luggage, take them to wherever they want to go, pick them up whenever they want to be picked up, and he makes a lot of money doing that. He actually has a bunch of people hired, and he has like a fleet of like 6 vehicles right now. So this does make money. Now, number 13 on the list is going to be your sales representative, right? And the national average salary here is $69,837 per year. And sales representatives, they work in many different industries, and the main job here is to help the company that you work for generate more revenue, right? So it's like the guys that go around and they'll knock on your door and they'll be like, hey, we're having a special where we will change all the windows and doors in your house to this new type that is energy efficient. It's gonna save you a lot of money on your AC. Or they may just leave the cards at your doorstep or in your mailbox or something. But basically, they manage a customer list, they generate leads, they follow up on potential sales, and they negotiate contracts. So they're basically on the foot or not on the foot, but they're always out there trying to get the company more sales. Now, even though the salary here is $69,000 per year, I think most sales representatives make a lot of bonuses or they get paid off like commission. So I think this is also another really good job to get into if you have no experience and no college degree and you want an easy entry level job. Now, number 14 on the list is the truck driver. Again, another job that a lot of people will look down on. Truck drivers on average make $74,224 per year. Now, again, maybe self-explanatory, but they can have several responsibilities. They mostly transport goods from one location to another, and this could be many different types of goods, right? This could be like groceries, this could be like hardware stuff, this could be like building materials, and they also, assist with verifying the delivery, also maybe answering inquiries from customers when they make the deliveries, also loading and unloading their trucks. And I think this is a really good job to get into if you have no experience and you also don't have a college degree. And while there's some truck driving jobs that will pay you like $30,000 per year, I've learned from other people who've done trucking that once you get in, you just want to get like a year's worth of experience and then you can jump ship. You can start looking better truck driving jobs. And again, there are truck driving jobs that will require a CDL license, or most of them will, but you'll find companies that will actually put you in school, and once you pass the exam, they'll just say, hey, work for us for 3 years and you don't have to pay us back for the CDL license. So there are ways to get in if you have no degree, no money, and no experience. Now, number 15 on the list is gonna be the dispatcher, and this job pays $111,000, $529 per year. That's the national average salary. And dispatchers often work in central locations to coordinate drivers and vehicles for delivering goods or transporting people, right? So these are common in like taxis where they will plan the routes, oversee the vehicle conditions, escalate any problems, and ensure timely pickup for people and goods and other stuff. And they basically manage and monitor all that stuff. Now, number 16 on the list is gonna be your loan officer, and they make a whopping $213,785 per year. And by the way, this is really accurate because I have a friend who works at Toyota and he's been selling cars for a while and he makes a killing, right? He told me that he makes an average like $150,000 per year after commissions, bonuses, whatever. And that's a really good income for one person. He recently told me that he got promoted and he's now a loan officer working at that Toyota. And he says he's making even more money. So if he was making $150,000 by selling cars before, as a loan officer, I can see that now he's making 200 plus. And I think if you're making $200,000 per year, you're in the top 5% of earners. I think it's either 1% or 5%. If you're making over 200K, you're at least in the top 5% of all earners in the US. So that is a lot of money. Now, loan officers are the people who evaluate and approve clients for like car loans, house loans, all that stuff. So you go to a car lot, you want to buy a car, the loan officer will, go over your credit, pull your credit score, see what you have for a down payment, see where you work, how long you've been working there, verify that you actually have the income to support the loan that you're looking, check your bank accounts, look at your bank statements, see if you've had money in there for a while, do all that paperwork and approve or deny you for this loan. And for this, they're making over $200,000 per year. So this is a really good job to get into. And most of the jobs on this list, although they're entry-level jobs, you may not be able to easily get in because guess what? There are other people that are going to be trying to get into these jobs because they pay a lot, they don't require a degree, and they don't require a ton of experience. So here's what you can do. You can be like my friend who started out as just a car salesman, and then a couple of years you could get promoted into some other department or some other job that's also kind of like a job that doesn't require a degree or a lot of experience, but sends your income up by a lot. So moving into 2023, if you don't have a degree, if you feel stuck, if you don't have a bunch of experience, these are jobs that you can look into. And again, I pull this from Indeed.com, so you can go there, check out these jobs, look at what the postings are, see how much these jobs are actually posting in your city, and this will give you an idea of which one of these jobs you want to get into. So with that said, comment down below if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the updates. Follow me on Instagram. All the best with your job search, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.